If you're wondering how to keep your breast from shrinking when losing weight, well, you came to the right video, so stay tuned. In this video, I'll go over why your breasts may shrink when you lose weight. Then I'll talk about whether this happens to every woman who loses weight. And last, I'll reveal what you can do if your breasts do shrink when you lose weight. I'm Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer, and I created a nutrition program that enables people to lose 10% of their body weight every month without shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. When you go to lose weight, everyone wants the weight to come off in different places. I mean, some people want to lose weight in their belly. Some people want to lose weight in their butt. Some people want to lose weight in their arms or their legs or their face. You may want to lose weight everywhere. Look, I get it. Despite what the diet and fitness industries tell you, you cannot spot reduce fat, even with exercise. This means you cannot pick and choose where the fat comes off. You also can't pick and choose where it doesn't come off. Proper diet and strict exercise regimen can do a lot, but ultimately, there's a limit to how much you can influence where the fat comes off. Where your weight stays or comes off depends on your genetics. I mean, in my case, I gain all my weight in my lower body first. And that's also the last place that I lose the weight. I don't carry weight in my abs. So even when my weight is up, my abs are still flat and there's definition all through my abs. Some people gain weight on their upper body first and their belly is the last place to lose weight. We call that an apple shape. Your body lets the weight go the way it wants to. And that includes, yes, your breasts. So whether or not your breasts shrink when you lose weight, it depends on your individual biology. I have clients who lose a tremendous amount of weight, like over 100 pounds, and their breasts don't shrink. I have clients who've lost 50 pounds and their breasts shrink 1 or 2 cup sizes. It's gonna depend on you and your genetics. They might stay at the size they are now, or they might shrink a lot. There are no creams or pills or injections or special diets that'll make your breasts stay big if you lose weight. So don't waste your money on bullcrap gimmicks that promise to keep your boobs big. Your genetics do not influence how much weight you can lose or whether or not you can lose it. Your genetics do play a role, however, and that includes exactly where the weight comes off and where it won't come off. If it matters that much to you, save your money for a procedure after you're done losing weight. If you don't even know for sure whether your boobs will shrink, well, don't borrow trouble. Get the weight off first. Worrying about something that may or may not even happen is pointless. If it does happen, there are things you can do, but wait until you've lost all of your weight and take it one step at a time. So what can you do if your boobs do shrink when you lose weight? Smaller boobs are a price to pay for having a body that feels good and does what you want it to. If your boobs are saggy and you're embarrassed, then there are procedures available. You can get a breast augmentation to lift them back up. You can get implants to make them whatever size you want. I mean, listen, I get the thought of your breasts shrinking and getting saggy when you lose weight is embarrassing, but is it really worth your overall health? If your diabetes is out of control, is having big boobs really worth getting your foot cut off? Is it worth not being able to get off the sofa by yourself because your fibromyalgia pain is so bad? Is it worth grueling daily migraines that cause you to throw up and having to sit by the toilet all day? Lose your weight with real food, water, and sleep on Code Red. Then decide what to do, if anything, about your breast size. Before I go any further, I realize this might be, I don't know, a little bit of a TMI conversation for some of you, or you might be really thankful for the fact that I'm talking about something that maybe not a lot of people talk about. I mean, hey, you clicked on the video, so I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're watching. But I want to hear from you. So comment below and tell me what happened to your girls when you lost weight? What happened when, I don't know, you got done with pregnancy and you kind of had, did you have saggy boobs? Comment below, tell me what happened and tell me what you did about it. So my sister Carrie, a lot of you guys know who she is, and I don't think she'll mind me telling this story. She gave birth to and breastfed 3 babies. She breastfed them for a year each. That's great if you mamas breastfeed. I'm totally in favor of that. So yeah, with all that nursing and with all the pregnancies, in addition to losing over 100 pounds, her breasts were really saggy. And she absolutely hated them. And she had this banging body, and she'd had the body that she's always wanted, and she looked so good, and she was healthy, and she had no metabolic issues, but she was embarrassed, and she didn't have a high confidence level because she really had droopy breasts. They were very saggy. She had a lot of loose skin from her weight loss and just from multiple pregnancies and again from the nursing. And so I remember when she mentioned to me about wanting to get a breast augmentation, and I said, what? I mean, wait, you don't need one. And little did I know, I mean, we're sisters, you know, so she said, look, and she showed me what they look like when they're not inside of a bra. And you know, I realized what she was talking about. And for her, it was embarrassing. For her, her confidence went down. We all thought she was beautiful. We all thought it was fine. You know, her husband loved her no matter what. But for her, she wasn't happy. And you've got to make that decision for you. Because once Carrie got a breast augmentation, had them lifted, had them filled, she has never been happier. She's so confident, and she loves fitting into different clothing and all that hard work from raising those babies, from breastfeeding them, and from losing all that weight. It finally paid off for her, and she was able to save her money, get the operation, and now she's happy. So ultimately, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It doesn't matter what your mailman thinks. It doesn't matter what your pastor's wife thinks. It doesn't matter what your mother-in-law thinks. And guess what? Oh yes, it doesn't matter what Instagram thinks. I get so tired of this bullcrap that we see online where we see these fake Photoshop and filtered ladies who would have these unrealistic bodies. They don't even look like that because they've altered the photos and they have these big, giant boobs. You've got to feel good. And I know I'm going to say this next thing I'm going to say might, shock you a little bit, but I don't even really care what your husband thinks. Ooh, listen, my husband doesn't even really like my hair. My hair when he met me was long and blonde down to my waist, and I had it shaved into a mohawk, and guess what? It's not his favorite haircut, but I don't care. I love the man. He loves me too. He is attracted to me, but he doesn't like my hair, and I keep the haircut because it makes me happy. It doesn't matter that your husband might still be attracted to you and you don't feel happy for yourself. You don't feel confident of yourself. Ultimately, you've got to feel good about you. Ultimately, you've got to get up in the morning, put your feet on the ground, stand up, and be happy with what you look like, because ain't nobody else around and you're naked and you're looking in the mirror. Are you happy with what you look like? Are you happy with the way that your body has aged? There are things medically that can be done to help alter your figure. But above all else, you need to start with real food, water, and sleep. If you have excess weight, the answer is not liposuction, okay? We're not gonna go right to that. We want you to get healthy. We want you to lose the weight healthy and wait till you get all your weight off, and then let's take a look at what your breasts look like. If you want them altered, there's plenty that you can do. If you need help getting started, the 10-pound takedown challenge is always the best place to start. You can lose at least 10 pounds in 30 days by following very simple rules, very simple food lists, and we track our water, our weight, and our sleep every day. That's the best place to get started. As always, make sure you download my Code Red app by going to coderedlifestyle.com/app, and I'll see you in the next video.